Man, it must be tough. Being a Bears fan is just, it must be tough on you guys. I can't relate, but like, for you Bears fans, this game, out of all the games you've lost horribly this season, this may be the worst. You guys got wrecked by the Kansas City Chiefs 26-3 on Sunday Night Football. It's not even just that. The fact that it was Mahomes that came into Chicago and destroyed your team. He was spectacular. 251 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, did what he needed to do to win the game. The fact that he did that while on the opposite side, Mitchell Trubisky was flat out garbage, it hurts. It really hurts those Bear fans. Especially because nobody will shut up about the fact that the Bears drafted Mitchell Trubisky instead of Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. Now, with Deshaun Watson, that's inexcusable. Everyone knew he was the best quarterback. At least he looked to be the best quarterback coming out of that draft. Between Watson and Mahomes, you guys figured that out. I think Watson's getting close. I feel like he's really close to Mahomes. But, you know, well, I'm not going to talk about that. Plus, he beat Mahomes again. But, like, we're not going to talk about that. That's not this discussion. But at least with Watson, people expected him to be great. Nobody saw this MVP level Mahomes coming out of the draft. Nobody expected Mahomes to come out of the draft and be this great so fast. So I can't blame the Bears for not drafting Mahomes. You can blame them for not drafting Watson. But again, when it comes to your draft class, if you have another quarterback or multiple quarterbacks being successful, meanwhile the quarterback you drafted as a high draft, he's not being successful, they look at that and say, well, they could have had this guy and they could have had that guy. That's why it's so hard to draft quarterbacks. Sometimes you just don't know. It's not always a guarantee. You take risks like that. It's tough, bro. You having Patrick Mahomes come into your house and absolutely embarrass you. Meanwhile, you got to sit there and watch Mitchell Trubisky absolutely piss himself, look like trash, look like hot garbage, not do anything, can't move the ball, looks flat out pathetic. It's got to hurt. It's got to really hurt. There's no need to recap this game. Mahomes and the Chiefs took over and dominated this game. There's nothing to say about the Bears offense. It was pathetic. It was dry. It was disgusting. It was a mess. It's nothing to say. That Bears defense, as great as it is, they're not going to stop Mahomes from scoring. We all knew that. So we knew this was going to be a loss for the Bears. But man, it just makes it 10 times worse. And not only is this a blowout on prime time, but Mahomes had a great game and Mitchell Trubisky did absolutely nothing. And now the Bears fans are going to have to deal with all these comments and just bringing it up once again. They could have had Mahomes. They could have had Watson. Instead, they chose Mitchell Trubisky. We get it. For the 50th time, the Bears fans get it. They could have had Watson. They could have had Mahomes. They didn't draft him. Let them move on. Stop torturing these poor Bear fans. You think they enjoy watching Mitchell Trubisky look like hot garbage on a weekly basis? They don't enjoy this. So just leave him alone, bro. Like, it's just so sad because they've got such a great defense and it's going to be wasted. Why do all the great defenses have to be wasted on a team with trash quarterbacks? It just doesn't seem to be right. Now, granted, it's not happening with the Ravens, but, you know, we're not talking about my team right now. You know. But, yeah, it's just terrible for the Bears. I really feel bad for Bears fans. They don't deserve this. They really don't deserve this. But yeah, I don't really have anything to recap here because Mahomes and the Chiefs destroyed these guys. There's nothing to talk about the Bears defense because they weren't going to hold off Mahomes in the offense. And there's nothing to talk about the Bears offense because they did absolutely nothing. And Mitchell Trubisky was garbage. That's your recap. So yeah, you got to feel bad for Bears fans. This is their guy. They're probably going to keep him around for one more year and then look back into the draft for a new quarterback because they know this guy, he's not the future for this team. He is not the future for this team. Man, you just gotta feel bad for those guys. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. And yeah, peace out.